Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site as an archive post thingy, and on Patreon for extra support. Everything else in terms of updates and the such, I go about on Twitter X, been a little bit more active lately, fighting the good fight. Live streams, try my best. The schedule's getting tighter because of the Shadow of the Earth 3 DLC coming out. I'm still on Consecrated Snowfields. Yeah, I want to get around that. Then I think we still have the A-League 3. We got the Forge of the Giants, and I think after that we go to Faramazula, and we still have the Shining Underground thing below Landell. Got still couple of stuff to do. I'm getting tight on that, but yeah, I'll try my best to go about and advancing, so you can and you need to do also MOG to access the DLC from what I understand. But yeah, other than that, everything's going okay. Later today we'll get another episode of Dead Space remake, and yesterday we did the Jedi Survivor there. But yeah, regarding channel news and updates, this is what I got at the moment. So in terms of news, supposedly ZEN5 technology will be discussed on the Hot Chip Symposium. This is in the August, I think, 27th of August, so late August. And supposedly this will have like a more comprehensive discussion on other types of technology like Snapdragon 10, Elite Qualcomm, or whatever, Lunar Lake 16th gen Intel Core processor, the next gen 5.5 IBM Z processor, and AI interference accelerated chipset. I don't know what this is. NVIDIA Blackwell, the AMD Instinct MI300 series there, and a lot more stuff. But yeah, the Zen Core generation talks there. We'll see when the product comes, how it compares itself to the current 7000 series CPUs there. But yeah, we might get a little bit more information on how it works, like the CCD stuff and all that jazz. We might even get like a sneak peek of the X3D cache CPUs from ZEN5. But yeah, it's good to see that something is already being at least in terms of discussions, so you can get a little bit more official information instead of relying on a lot of leaks and rumors. Continuing, now we got the Big Brother. It seems like the panopticon kind of a thing here, which is basically from Windows. Again, I just hope that somebody comes up with something rivaling Windows, that it's not Linux, because Linux very need to be a little bit proficient to get around and using a little bit of Linux. And the fact that it, in terms of unfortunately Microsoft is like the monopoly of the operating systems, even for gaming and the such there. I just hope that a company at least comes up with a better alternative to Windows. They've been slowly but surely trying to embed themselves in our privacy, and they just launched what they call a program called Copilot Plus, and it's got a new AI feature called Recall, which basically is to a certain extent screenshotting everything that you do on your PC to a certain degree. Again, I put this on red because this is not good news. I already disabled on my Windows the Copilot stuff through I think there is like I remember disabling it through registry. Yeah, I don't like this kind of shit. I just like to do my own stuff and not being worried that these little fuckers are spying all over the place. It says that Recall leverage your personal semantic index that is built and stored entirely on the device. Bullshit. Basically, some of the codes here is when you launch Recall or when you select a Now button, screenshot is taken of your current screen and displayed in recall app, this screenshot will show you your private browsing windows, but the contents of its screenshot aren't safe. Bullshit. If it's showing you, it's because it is saved that screenshot somewhere. Might be in the RAM memory, but it's saved somewhere. And again, one of the main concerns is privacy and all that stuff there, because simple example of serious privacy violation, using recall will be a nefarious actor gaining access to individuals' Windows account and using recall to see everything that the user has done on the device. Yeah, that's one of those, because they say they have some enhanced feature for privacy, which is completely bullshit. They say recall screenshots are only linked to a specific user profile, and recall does not share them with other users, make them available for Microsoft to view or use them for targeting advertisement. Screenshots are only available to the person whose profile was used to sign in on the device. Again, the way that you can hack a PC, usually when you do it, you don't do it, you can do it on the Windows account of your PC. So it's useless. What they're trying to make it what it seems like, a very secure app, and I cannot even see what the purpose of this is in terms of advantages of using this. I really don't know. Makes it seem that people are stupid and dumb. They don't have like a memory of what they're doing. What the hell can you do on a PC that you need this kind of feature to be enabled? I really don't know. Probably it's me, but I really don't know what you're supposed to do on a PC that you don't know what you're doing. I'm really confused regarding why this thing even exists. And it continues to say your snapshots are securely stored on your PC, which is completely bullshit. If they are stored on your PC, any kind of storage is breakable, so it's not securely stored. The AI processing also happens just on your device. Again, that is for sure bullshit. Supposedly, for sure there is some kind of language there that it manage them to say like this, but it's impossible to a certain degree. You can delete your snapshots at any time by going settings, privacy, security, recall, and snapshots on your PC. Windows sets a maximum storage to use for your snapshots, which you can change at any time. Once that maximum is reached, the oldest snapshots are deleted automatically. Again, I don't know what it doing this. But then again, this screenshot will show you on a private browsing Windows, but the contents of this screenshot aren't saved. If this is the contents are not saved, why do you say that they have a storage size? I really don't understand what they are trying to do here. Maybe I'm reading this completely wrong, but yeah. Again, this is not good. When this comes, I assume this is like a subscription-based service, so I will not be worrying too much on it. But if I see something on the Windows updates that might show the recall thingy, I will find a way to just block it out of it. I don't know. I will have to find a way to block this thing, because I don't like spying on my own stuff. As a normal person would. The same thing as a cell phone. I just use my cell phone to very strict certain things here. I just have like some basic apps that I really need to use on the cell phone, and basically that's it. I don't like saving anything. I rarely take photographs. Yeah, it's I don't like these companies spying on me. But yeah, this is one more step of how AI can be used in the wrong way, because this is not what people are asking. It's trying to invent solutions for a problem that doesn't exist. Again, I don't know, why do you want to have your screenshot of what you're doing on the PC to remind yourself later? So it's baffling to me. I don't know what this is about, but yeah, this is not good. So pay attention. And I will try to keep tabs on this, but yeah, this is not good. This is not good. I don't know what they're trying to do. I know what they're trying to do. They're just trying to spy on your life on a daily second, on a daily second, on a second basis. Um, yeah, because there is no reason for them to just out of their heart to launch something like this. But yeah, let's go for gaming. Now Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is out. For all intents and purposes, very similar experience for the first one. Again, I didn't play the first one. In this specific site, WCCF Tech, they got around 8. I think it's like an average to a certain degree of the overall reviews. Again, I will try to follow up on more reviews of this game for tomorrow to give a better a sense of the game is good or not. But yeah, what they're being announcing in terms of visual, audio quality, and everything, and even in terms of performance, it's pretty good. Again, what my people consider as a con is basically kind of the same scope and structure compared to the first one. It makes sense because the way they, from what I know, the way they went about it, this game and the experience itself is very peculiar and very purposefully done. But yeah, if you like the first one, from what I understand, you really like the this sequel here, and it's a continuation of Senua's journey. But yeah, seems pretty good. And yeah, and regarding this topic of Hellblade 2, they launched yesterday, just right before the launch. Again, I don't know why Xbox didn't do any kind of marketing drive with this game, because if you weren't following up on the gaming scene, you probably will never notice that this game was supposed to be launched today. Yeah, which is sad. Given all the fanfare that the Xbox went about it and supporting this kind of unique experiences, something like, I don't know, similar to Hi-Fi Rush, and afterwards they closed the studio of a very successful, for all metrics, at least according to their own words, very successful in all metrics that they were following through. Still, the studio was closed, even though they were already doing some pitch to do a sequel or something like that. And also the other studios that were closed in that same period. Arcane Austin, and one of those was another studio was assimilated for the Elder Scrolls Online thingy, and the other one was one that did a port for Doom, I think, a mobile version. But yeah, but it is very worrying, and the fact that also there was a Twitter post. I didn't bring out the Twitter there, but I read the Twitter thingy. It's here from the creative developer and head of the studio, I think. Yeah, I will leave it here. But yeah, it seemed very weird the way it is written, even though and people are a little bit worried that the studio will close if the game doesn't succeed by Xbox parameters there. But supposedly this guy Jazz Gordon said, he's supposedly an insider from Microsoft, saying that the next project from Ninja's Theory is already being greenlit. Even if it is, it doesn't mean anything. The fact that the project has the go ahead, if it is on pre-production, stuff like that, it can be easily cancelled. From Xbox or Microsoft part, they can easily cancel that out and cut the losses on that thing. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't. Ninja Theory is a very old studio. At least I think it is. I hope I'm not confusing with the other Ninja kind of thing related. But the Ninja Theory has already been out a lot of years. At least that's my memory of it. And they really do some interesting games. But yeah, hopefully everything goes well. The game the game sells well. I think this is a Xbox Pass game. I'm not sure, which is another entire problem by itself. But yeah, hopefully this game does well, and Ninja Theory can maintain to develop games there. In better news, Larian Studios opens a new office in Warsaw. I think they supposedly Warsaw, Poland, they got a lot of developers there that has a lot of good eye pedigree in terms of RPGs, in terms of on the gaming thing there. Yeah, they are opening a studio there to an addition of the already other studios they already have in Ghent, Dublin, Guildford, Barcelona, Kuala Lumpur, and Quebec. Yeah, hopefully, and I think I don't have any reason to doubt that. Given that they are self-published, I don't think Sven is going nuts here, opening studios and to spend money all of a sudden. He already made references that is doesn't want to expand too much, even though they are now on the way of making 2 new RPGs. Again, no Baldur's Gate 4 or even DLC for Baldur's Gate 3, which is something that they mentioned out of the get-go when Baldur's Gate 3 came out. No DLC for that game. But yeah, they drop out the Baldur's Gate, which is part of the Dungeons and Dragons kind of IP there, and they starting off with a thing of their own, which I think is an excellent idea there. Even though people that like Baldur's Gate IP, I think they might understand the move from Larian Studios. They cannot be dependent on other people's IPs to make games, because they are dependent on the decisions of the owners of the IP. So they cannot express themselves in a game the way they want to, because they are always with some constraints regarding other people's choices and moods, let's say. But yeah, it's good to see that if they feel comfortable in expanding one more studio on Poland to help them out on the making of these 2 games, I think we will have to trust, because Van they went through the rough times there, even at Baldur's Gate 3 development cycle there, but they managed to come on top. And yeah, hopefully we'll have to wait a few years at least for more specific news on the projects they are working. But yeah, if they feel comfortable in expanding at least one more studio, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, overall, kind of a good news there. And again, giving more job positions for developers that from the 20,000 already from this year, 20,000, no, at least 2,000 from Xbox. It's been a very disgraceful year in terms of developers being fired and studios closing. But at least 2,000 this year, I think. Not 20,000, 2,000 at least, only this year alone. In other news, got some rumblings that the next Call of Duty will be reportedly launched on Xbox Game Pass this fall. This comes from a report via the Wall Street Journal that they finally decided to put Call of Duty on XCOM on Game Pass there, which. Yeah, this situation, the Game Pass stuff, and the fact when they acquired Activision, yeah, it's not good. It's a lose-lose situation for them, because if they don't put it on Game Pass, the subscribers of Game Pass will be pissed off, because supposedly all the first-party games will be launched on the Game Pass on day 1, and they, if they launch there, they will lose the sales, the direct sales from the Call of Duty IP, on the sense that given that is $70, $70, the base game, then you got all the map stuff and all the I think it's called operators, skins and all that stuff there. They're losing sales on that, at least from the base game. Yeah. And if they don't put it, and if they put it, they lose the sales. If they don't put it, they get the clients pissed off that they are subscribed to the Game Pass, and probably some cancellations on that sense there. But yeah, we'll probably have a more detailed news when the Xbox showcase will come up now in June 9th. So we are not that far, around 10 days or so. No, not 10 days, 20 days or so. We'll have probably a confirmation or not that will be coming out on Game Pass. But yeah, This is a lose-lose situation for Xbox in terms of overall business, because this is one of the best-selling games. Even though you can debate the quality of that. Again, I think I only played like the first two free Call of Duties, like the really first two free Call of Duties that came out. They were still going on the Second World War, and they were quite interesting at the time. But yeah, after that I just first person shooters are really not that for me. At least in the sense of what Call of Duty afterwards became when they implemented the multiplayer stuff there. I played more the single player stuff, what's okay-ish, but this has a business losing a lot of sales here. It's not going well for them. And I had a news also that Activision opened they announced a new studio for I don't know, I have to check better that information, but yeah, they supposedly opened a new studio, at least announced that they opened a new studio a few weeks after they closed 4 of the Bethesda ones. So yeah, I don't know what's happening there. And then regarding Ghost of Tsushima, again, never doubted that this is an excellent game. I was really curious to play this game, but because of how Sony proceeds on the thing regarding the PSN linking account there, with these new launches they've been doing, it's a shit show of a situation. Even though at this moment in time Ghost of Tsushima is like in the top charts there in terms of sales on Steam. It could be even better if the PSN delisting was not happening there. Yeah, this is not good, but however, there is already some mods coming out. They talk about here free mods. Some of them it's like texture packs, some with AI upscaling, pre-rendered cutscene stuff there. We got also some filters to remove a little bit of the green tint that supposedly the game has. And yeah, the mods are coming now. And some of them also have to do with ray tracing stuff there. But yeah, this game will have a lot of mods for sure to work with. Again, I just really think that the PlayStation, as a publisher on PC market, they really need to remove that PSN requirements, especially if it is having something to do with single player games, even having a multiplayer component there. Again, they want just to boost their PSN numbers because they are kind of in a panic mode in that sense. Because the sales are not that good, and because the sales are not that good if they want to sell on other platforms, but they restrict the sale of that in 170 zones, countries, whatever you want to call it. You're not going to boost that sales that much, even though the market where PSN is available, it's, let's say, the majority market, because it's United States, a lot of countries in Europe, some in South America. I'm not sure about regarding Russia, China, and India, how it is. I'm not sure, but yeah, majority of gaming community is already available to a certain sense in PSN, even though they are leaving a lot of people from 180 countries around about there out of the playing this game in a legal way. Again, this will only foment, especially on this game, because it's a single player game, of piracy of this game. Even though I don't condone that practice, but what you're going to do if you really want to play this game and there is no easy way of acquiring this game legally, people will pirate the game. That's how things work, and yeah. Unfortunately, that's it. And for that, just to tap here on the SteamDB Twitter here, the last week, Ghost of Tsushima, again, Director's Cut is the top seller of this week. Interesting enough, Elden Ring is on 7th place here, which is interesting. Must be the ramp up for the Shadow of the Tree. I think a lot of people are not sure. I assume this is the main game and not the DLC itself, like the pre-orders. But yeah. Elden Ring is in a good place. Even Cyberpunk selling good. Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, good games there on the top 10. Fallout 76 I think is not the best shape. V Rising seems to be a good game. I think it came out of early access. I think now it's version 1.0. I don't know about this game. I don't remember covering this game. I don't think it's for me, not on my taste. But yeah, at least we got the game selling well, which is good. Mainly for the developers, because I think Sucker Punch did an excellent job on this game. It's a shame how how Sony is butchering their own games on the Steam platform with the PSN requirements and restrictions there. Yeah, in terms of news, that's what I caught my attention here. Again, we continue with the drama. We see Shadows, Assassin's Creed Shadows. But yeah, it's the same hammering. Even though I'm a little bit surprised with the bot stuff, especially on Facebook, a lot of pages pushing the narrative that Yasuke was the first Black Samurai hero and fought bravely, whatever. But yeah, let's go for gaming deals. We still have for free Dragon Age Inquisition, the Game of the Year edition, for free on the Epic Game Store. A couple of more days still for you to grab. On Steam, we got back Batman Arkham Collection, 80% off in all of them, including the Batman Arkham Season Pass there. We got Cyberpunk still on sale, 50% off, but the Ultimate Edition, if you want to play this game, I think it's the best option there. It's got the Phantom of Liberty. We got Witcher free Wild Hunt. Again, the way to go is Complete Edition, and I always recommend to play the vanilla version, the first playthrough, and then the consequent playthroughs you can start doing some mods there. But if you really want to mod on the first playthrough, I think textures and visual mods, I think it's the best way to go about it. If you really want to mod any kind of gameplay changes, I think it's best suited for second and third and other playthroughs. We got also King Arthur Knight's Tale, 60% off. We got Dawnkeeper. Again, this is a pretty good game, kind of a role-like tower defense game with I think weekly at least kind of challenges there. Very interesting how they will go about this game. 60% off on the base game, and then we got several editions. The Super Deluxe edition here also. It's not that different, but it's got a lot of extra stuff there of how you can play the game there. And we got also Lies of Pi OP, 30% off again. One of the best Souls-like kind of games there. And finally, we got Baldur's Gate 3, 50% off on the game there. On GOG, we got Darkest Dungeon, 85% off. This is the base game. I think then we got a lot of the DLC there. But yeah, the base game is 85% off. The Deus Ex collection also is still on a deal. This is Human Revolution Director's Cut, 85% off. And then you got the Mankind Divided Digital Deluxe Edition, also 85% off. And then we got also Miasma Chronicles. Again, this is a game that I'm very curious to play, given that it is from the same guys that did the Mutineer Zero Road to Eden. From what I understand, it improved in every point from the last game, so I'm very curious of checking out this game, even though it plays relatively similar to that. But I think they improved the mechanics and the graphics also, all that jazz. I think the little bit of improvement in all fields there. And lastly, we got Void Busters. Again, this is a recommendation from me. I did a series on this one, a gameplay series going through the main story at least, and it's 70% off. Again, don't expect to be like a huge game. You can basically do this game in around between 10 hours or so, give or take. But it's a very good experience if you like roguelikes. This is a kind of first-person shooter to a sense. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. Yeah, and this is what I got for you today. And I will just wrap up with a plug on my Patreon as usual. The Patreon for extra support is at this moment in time focused for me to be able to get find a better storage solution, for me to be able to get backups of stuff that I do for my clients, and of course also some extra space for the having some more videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, guys, hope you have a wonderful day. Now we'll see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.